Happy 4th of July! I hope you enjoy this crocheted hat inspired by the 4th of July. Keep watching to learn how I made it. So here you can see that I'm using my red heart brand in the color red, from Walmart. And this is the yarn I'm using as the base for the majority of my project. So I've created the slip knot and now I'm chaining 5. I'm now going to connect into the first chain that I created using a slip stitch and create this circle, which is the base for our project. I'm now going to double crochet 5 times into the direct center of my project. Just crochet right through the center, doing a double crochet. Don't be scared. And now I am slip stitching it and pulling it all together. This is what I do for this entire project. Also, I chain 2 when I start a new round for the entire project, keep everything even. And so for this first round, I am double crocheting twice in each hole. And in a moment, you'll see a close-up of that. It's a little bit weird at first, but it makes your project bigger, which is what you want to fit your head. And it helps it go faster. So see the first chain there, and I have 2 double crochets in the first hole. And I will do the same all the way around, so you should have 10 at this point. Some people may feel like their head's a little bit larger, and in that case you can add more, it's no big deal. It's all trial and error. So I've chained it or slip stitched it together, and I'm chaining 2. And for the next 3 holes, I'm going to do 2 double crochets, just like last time. And on the 4th one, I'm going to do 1 double crochet. So 3 rows or 3 hoops or chains with 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet in the next hole. My pattern is on my blog. If you want to check in the down bar, you will find it there. I will also have the link to the flower pattern that I borrowed from a blogger online. You can find there as well. So at this point, this is what your hat should look like. Don't worry if it's your first time doing this, it probably won't look like this. My first one fit my dog Charlie that some of you have seen, and he's a Chihuahua. So as I'm showing you here, it's starting to roll up, and I'm not ready for it to do that yet, so I'm just going to bend it back. And my yarn was stiff enough to stay, but you may have to hold yours in place. So now I'm chaining 2, and this round I'm going to do 2 double crochets into the first 2 holes. On the 3rd hole, I'm doing 1 double crochet. And this is going to continue for this round. And I'm about to show you a close-up so you can see. There we go. You see I'm pointing out the first 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. And I'm going to continue, and now I will slip stitch and tie my project together right after I do this last little chain there, or double crochet. So I'm slip stitching it together. This is great for all projects. If you haven't been using slip stitch, you totally should, because it works really great and makes your projects look awesome. So again, I'm showing you what it should look like at this time, and it's starting to roll up a little bit, which is okay, but again, I want to roll it back down. This will keep my project from getting too small on me. Chaining 2. This time, I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the first round, or in the first hole, and then I will do, I will do 2 double crochet in the first hole, and then 1 double crochet in the next hole, and that will continue. 2 double crochet in the first hole, 1 double crochet in the next one, and then I will slip stitch it, tying it all together. And that is what it should look like at this point. I'm now chaining 2. I'm now pulling it out to give myself some slack, and I will cut it and then connect it and tie it together. This is how I leave it like that to create that knot, and then later on we'll weave it in. So now I'm going to show you how I connect the colors, because I'm making a flag inspired 4th of July hat. Take my crochet hook in, pull the white through, just like so, and tie it in a nice tight knot. And you see these little pieces sticking out, and at the end I show you how to discreetly put those away that people can't see them. So now I'm going to chain 2, and just like I did earlier, I'm going to do double crochet, and this time I'm going to double crochet just once in each hole throughout the entirety of this round. and then I do 2 rows of this. And as you see here, I'm connecting with a slip stitch, and I just did 1 double crochet in each hole. There we go. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to begin my second round of double crochet with the white. Now I'm going to connect it with a slip stitch again. And now I'm going to pull it out like I did a moment ago and tie it, cut it, and then tie it. Now I'm measuring to see how it's fitting. It's fitting pretty good. I'm on the right track. So I'm locating my white little tail there so I know where it is, so I don't, crochet right over top of it, because sometimes that can be kind of messy. So there we go. I'm pulling it through. I'm going to tie a knot. Nice sturdy knot, so it won't go anywhere. And now, just like I did earlier, I'm going to pull it through like that and chain 2. Now I'm going to double crochet throughout the entirety of this project. I'm going to do 2 rows of the red, just like I did 2 rows of the white, and I ended up doing 8 altogether, intermittently with the white and the red. So do those as long as you want it. So now I'm pulling through my last color, which is blue, and the only difference for this stitch is I'm using a single crochet. And now I'm using, yep, I tied it on, I'm just doing a single crochet. And I'm going to do 2 rows of this, which you'll see in a moment. Make sure you're using a loose hand throughout the entirety of this project, but especially with the single crochet, because the stitches are a lot tighter. And so if you have a tighter grip on your yarn, it's going to make it really tight and snug at the bottom of your hat, which if that's what you want, that's fine too. So now I'm just slip stitching and tying it all together. Pulling it through. Oh, I lost it. I'm going to pull it through. And again, tie off like I've done this whole time. Or actually, I'm measuring it one last time. And I use an eye hook and a crocheting needle to fix the loose ends, and I will show you that now. So I've turned my hat inside out, and if you want to use the hook method, which I prefer, I just slide it through a couple of pieces of yarn discreetly through the back, and then I grab my little yarn tail. I pull it through. I only pull it through a couple, but just enough to secure it, because I don't want it to hang out. I don't want people to see, I want them to think that I bought it, not that it was made. You know what I mean? I want it to look that good. Got a little snag there. That's alright. We fix it in a minute. And then once you have it through your desired area and you can't see it, then go ahead and snip it. Done. If you want to use the crochet needle, you just put the end or tail of the yarn through the needle. They sell these at Walmart for like, I don't know, 25 cents. You weave it through, similar style, a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to navigate, I suppose. Pull it through, pull it completely off of the needle, and cut just like the last time. So it's really whichever you prefer. Then I applied the, then I went ahead and applied the star there, and that's me dancing, because I'm excited that I've created this project. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wah!